Alderman Johnson.
Here.
Alderman Nay.
Here.
Alderman Waters.
Here.
Alderman Wilson.
Present.
Quorum is present.
Okay, moving on to the consent agenda. Any questions on the consent agenda? None heard. Motion to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
Motion by Alderman Gittmeyer, second by Alderman Wilson. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? None heard. The consent agenda is passed. Public comment, public hearing.
Public comment.
Public comment.
Public comment. Do you want to read this?
Yeah. Do we have anybody? I guess we do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The next item on the agenda is public comment, public hearing, and recognition of the value of public comment on city issues and the importance of allowing members of the public to express themselves on matters of community interest. The Board of Aldermen and Vice Presidents and other interested parties to speak before the board. I would ask anyone wishing to speak before the board to submit a completed speaker form to the city clerk. Once your name is called, please approach the podium to address the board. To make certain that all interested parties have an opportunity to speak, I would ask that each speaker limit their comments to 3 minutes in duration. Furthermore, no person will be permitted to speak more than once during the public comment, public hearing portion of our meeting. Please keep in mind that this is not a question and answer session, and the purpose of public comment, public hearing portion of the agenda is to allow the public to comment. Please do not expect a response to your comments at this time.
Speaker Arnie CAC Honest Abe Deanoff, City County Public Advocate.
Thank you very much, members of the Board of Aldermen. First on the agenda that I'd like to address is state law with number 3 on the consent agenda, the appointment of the city administrator, Kathy Pratt, to the Old Town Square Transportation Development District. I haven't actually reviewed, but I believe there is some case law out there that you have to be a resident within the county in which that special district lies. So in this case, the city administrator is a resident of St. Louis County. And I believe that there are some qualifications of her serving on the Transportation Development Board. I'd like to see a resident of the town or the neighborhood in particular, or that district, to serve on that board. I think that's very important. The next thing is the city administrator's proposal for bill number 2601, which is the purchasing authority. I would like to limit purchasing to $5,000. As Alderman Johnson stated, there have been no issues that have run up the line of an extreme emergency type procedure. There has to be fiduciary responsibility as you as elected officials, unless there's an emergency. And I believe the city administrator has an obligation and duty to report the emergency, the reason, the action taken, and the costs of the city at the next available Board of Aldermen meeting. It's a fiduciary fiscal accountability and responsibility to avoid fraud, embezzlement, corruption. The county police department just went through this with a fired captain and a fired police fiscal manager in which they embezzled funds and misappropriated capital funds for their own personal gain. Do not give away your fiscal power and approval authority. When it comes to Bill 2562, with prohibitions of drinking in public places, it goes against your events and entertainment in the city park. Number 2, no person shall drink or ingest any intoxicating liquor in or on any public place. 3, no person shall possess or have under their control unsealed glass, bottle, or can of container of any type containing any intoxicating liquor while in or upon any public place. And it also talks about being on a sidewalk. So all your events where you sell alcohol at the recreation complex is just going against your own ordinance. And also there was a change of state law after COVID. The cups to go are allowed in a vehicle. Bill number 2560, streetlight monthly payment. I'd like to see this offered to all neighborhoods across Darden Prairie, not just the mayor's home neighborhood. I think this is a pet project, and I think it should be available to all neighborhoods because the fee is from anywhere from $18.38 all the way up to $37.36, depending on the strength of the light. Bill number 2563, I'm opposed to any new taxes. The state is going to have new sales tax, the county ambulance district at 1%, the fire percent and 1% in April, and there's other special taxing districts that are offering 1% and 2%.
Thank you for your time.
I'd like to talk about the lobbyists, but I'll talk about that at the next meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Deanoff. Anybody else?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, moving on to new business. New business, we have one item on the agenda, which is what we discussed earlier, Bill 2601. We had some discussion about that previously. So I will go ahead and, can I entertain a motion for the first reading of Bill 2601? Moved by Alderman Gittmeyer, second by Alderman Wilson. All in favor? Any opposed?
Hey,
One nay. Please read, City Attorney, please read Bill 2601 by title only for the first time.
Bill number 26-01, an ordinance of the City of Dayton Prairie, Missouri, amending Chapter 130 of the Municipal Code by deleting Article 5 thereof in its entirety, enacting a new Article 5 of Chapter 130, and establishing a purchasing policy for the city.
Any further discussion on Bill 2601 before moving to old business? None heard. On to old business. Okay, first item up for old business is Bill 2560. This was read for the first time on December 17th. Any discussion before we move to a second reading? Bill 2560.
I do have a question on it, and I walked that the other day, and there are monument lights in that, and I couldn't find a meter for the monument lights. Are they on the same circuit as the street lights? When you start in there? I mean, did anybody do a, comprehensive look at exactly the street lights that we're agreeing to?
We do have a list, and the next step in this, once we're authorized, will be to meet with Ameren and go over in detail what lights would be transferred to
Okay.
the city.
Because like when you first go in off of Henning Road, you got the monument with the lights, and I couldn't find a separate meter. As I know, most subdivisions have a separate meter
Sure.
out there for that. So I was just curious that we're going to do a study to make sure that's what we're doing. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any further discussion on Bill 2560? None heard. Can I entertain a motion for a second reading on Bill 2560? Moved by Alderman Gittmeyer, second by Alderman Wilson. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? None heard. City Clerk, please read Bill 2560 by title only for the second time. I'm sorry, City Attorney.
Almost out of it. Bill number 2560, an ordinance of the City of Dayton Prairie, Missouri, authorizing the city administrator to negotiate and execute an agreement by and between the City of Dayton Prairie and the Barrett Haven Residential Homeowners Association for the city's assumption of electric service payment responsibility for certain streetlights along Barrett Haven Boulevard.
Any further discussion? Then a motion for roll call vote. Moved by Alderman Gittmeyer, second by Alderman Detweiler. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? None heard. City Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderman A.
Aye.
Alderman Johnson.
Aye.
Alderman Gittmeyer. Alderman Detweiler. Alderman Waters.
Aye.
Alderman Wilson.
Aye.
Ordinance becomes 2396.
I now declare Bill 2560, ordinance number 2396. Moving on into the agenda, Bill 2561. This was read for the first time on the 12-17 meeting.
Yes, sir.
Any further discussion before we move on to a second reading on Bill 2561?
No,
Need to use that microphone, please. Thank you.
I would just like a clarification from city attorney as to on the rentals for this. Is it also the renter's responsibility to get the inspection? That's kind of the way I read it, but
Yes, it's both the occupant and the renter, and the city can choose either or. They're both responsible.
okay, got it.
And another clarification. The sale of a home, is it the responsibility of the person selling the home and the person moving into the home to get these inspections?
No, it's the person who's occupying the home.
Person, okay, so it's not, so if somebody buys a home as is, they can buy it as is, but they have to have an inspection to move in there to occupy it, correct? Okay, I just want to make sure. That's how I understood it. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Entertain a motion to read Bill 2561 by title only for the second time. Moved by Alderman Gittlemeyer, second by Alderman Wilson. All in favor? Any opposed? None heard. City Attorney, please read Bill 2561 by title only for the second time.
Bill number 25-61, an ordinance of the city of Dayton Prairie, Missouri, amending section 525.010, comma, subsection A of section 525.020 and section 525.030 of the municipal code of the city of Dayton Prairie pertaining to occupancy inspections.
Move
Any
for a roll call
further-
vote.
I'm sorry?
Move for a roll call vote.
Motion for roll call vote. By Alderman Johnson. Second by Alderman Detweiler. All in favor? Any opposed? None heard. City Clerk, would you please
Alderman-
call the roll?
Alderman Wilson,
Aye.
Alderman Waters,
Aye.
Alderman Johnson,
Aye.
Alderman Nay,
Aye.
Alderman Gettemeyer, Alderman Detweiler. Bill number 2561 becomes ordinance number 2397.
I now declare Bill 2561 passed and ordinance number 2397. Thank you. Okay. Moving on down the list. Number 3 on old business is Bill 2562, first read on December 17th, 2025. Any question or discussion from the board before we move for a second reading?
I do have a question and comment. I don't know how to do this, so please help me, board. I think we need to wait a little bit for this. The reason being is because I did see one of our stores promoting this highly on their billboards already. And I just don't know if this is what we want to do because it will impact sales of that and that will potentially hurt somebody in this situation. So this is my thought, but I would love to hear your thoughts as well too. I mean, just let me know. And it's okay. That's why I'm asking. THC.
Doesn't this have to do with the THC mixed in with the,
No,
Oh, no.
no, it's not just, so there's THC products.
right,
This is industrial hemp, which has THC in it, but it
Right.
is a different it's different in terms of its compound makeup. So like if you see THC infused hand lotions and things like that, this is not addressing this.
No.
Well, this is THC in the liquor.
Yeah, but it's not necessarily just THC in liquor either.
Oh, then I'm
No,
not
this
a
is-
drinker, so I don't know all these.
Industrial,
different-
consumable industrial hemp, which has compounds that are closer in line with actual
Okay.
marijuana.
Okay, well, I don't know what this company sells because I don't drink all this stuff, so please forgive me. But I'm just don't want to hinder our businesses on that we have in our city. That's all.
are you sure this company is in Garden Prairie?
100%. If you
Okay.
go down 64, you see the billboards. And I don't know what it says THC sells THC, but I don't know exactly what that level is.
Which company are you talking about?
Macadoodles.
Was the other store owner who came out and spoke about this, when this was brought up to him, he simply said that if it becomes a law into effect, we would simply take those products
Right.
off our shelves.
Okay.
So he did not seem to be too
It's only-
bothered by it.
I'm sorry, Mayor, I wasn't talking about that business. I was talking about the Macadoodles. I don't know.
Yeah.
They sell some kind of THC something. That's what I'm concerned with. That's all.
It's a THC infused in an alcohol drink. Is what it is.
Yeah, so again, not knowing what was specifically the type, I can't say with confidence that it is
Okay.
absolutely not covered under this. But the intention, I know there's certain ones, it's not all THC infusions, but I'd have to know specifically what the product is.
And I don't know the product. I just saw,
Yeah, no, I understand.
And I'm
It's a loophole under the current state regulations that I know there's a lot of discussion about right now.
okay. That's just my thought, and I could be wrong, so I'm just letting the board know my thoughts.
And didn't they come out that they were going to make that change in the state law that,
There's a lot of discussion about that, yes, right now. I don't know if there's been any filed bills yet, but I know there's a lot of discussion about trying to make
and isn't this
that loophole.
where they sell both products at the same, like, gas station? They also sell
Yes.
the THC products you can buy, but then they also sell alcohol, and then they also sell the THC mixed in with drinks. So this is what we're changing
Right.
so that you can't go into one place and buy it all. Correct? Okay.
To a certain extent, yes.
I think we ought to sample.
Alderman Wilson, is it your request to the board that we delay this vote?
I think the delay was to research more to make sure. That's just my thought, but I am not the pro at this liquor situation. I don't know the frankly.
Well,
That's what I'm asking.
it's on the agenda, so to help you out here, I guess we'll do a show of hands who thinks we should delay this vote tonight or vote with, or read it for a second time, I guess.
Maybe we ought to bring it all in. We can sample it.
Have to, yeah, so who wants? I'm-
We can line it up, try it out, see what happens, you know.
So,
He's leaving.
so, show of hands, who would like to make a motion to postpone this tonight, to do more research? Okay,
I don't have a problem with postponing it if you want more clarification or understanding of the whole thing. It's not gonna really affect anything to
Okay.
postpone it. That's, I mean, I don't have a problem postponing it if we need more.
well, so I see two hands raised for that, so that's. But let's do this again. Show of hands, who wants to motion to postpone for more research related to this? Two? Okay, so that's failed. So we'll read it a second time and then we'll move towards a vote. Any additional discussion on this?
No, thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you, board.
All right, can I get a motion to read Bill 2562 by title only for the second time?
So moved.
Moved by Alderman Gittmeyer. Second by Alderman Nay. All in favor? All in favor?
All right.
Any opposed?
Nay,
One nay.
I was gonna.
City Attorney, would you please read Bill 2562 by title only for the second time?
An ordinance of the city of Dardenne Prairie, Missouri, amending various sections of chapter 600 of the municipal code of the city of Dardenne Prairie, Missouri, providing for the regulation of the sale of intoxicating liquors.
Any further discussion? Entertain a motion for a roll call vote.
So moved.
Moved by Alderman Gittmeyer.
Second.
Second by Alderman Wilson. All in favor? Any opposed? None heard. City Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderman Gettlemeyer. Aye. Alderman Detweiler. Alderman Johnson.
nay.
Alderman Nay.
Aye.
Alderman Waters.
Aye.
Alderman Wilson.
Abstain.
3 yeas, 2 nays, 1 abstain.
Aye.
Mayor votes yea. 2560
Hmm.
becomes ordinance number
Oh.
23.
Oh, I didn't have to write it. It what?
Is it approved?
So it fails.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay.
It fails. The abstention made it fail. Okay, moving on. Bill 2563 was read the first time December 17th, 2025. Can I ask the board, is there any additional discussion we'd like to hear or the board would like to have on Bill 2563? None heard. City Attorney, would you please read Bill 2563 by title only for the second time?
Bill number 25-63, an ordinance of the city of Dayton Prairie, Missouri, authorizing and directing the submission of a ballot proposition to the qualified voters of the city of Dayton Prairie to consider imposing a local use tax at the same rate as the local sales tax of the city of Dayton Prairie for purchases from out-of-state vendors that exceed a total of $2,000 in a calendar year.
Sorry for that. Just a quick counsel with the city attorney on Robert's rules. Okay. So we read it a second time. Last opportunity for discussion on Bill 2563. Motion for roll call vote. Moved by Alderman Detweiler.
Sandemeyer.
Or Alderman Gettemeyer, second by Alderman Wilson. All in favor? Any opposed? Unheard. City Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Alderman Nay.
Aye.
Alderman Johnson.
Nay.
Alderman Getmeyer.
Aye.
Alderman Detweiler.
Aye.
Alderman Waters.
Aye.
Alderman Wilson.
Aye.
2563 becomes ordinance number 2398.
And I declare Bill 2563 passed and ordinance number 2398. Okay. All right, moving forward to officer and staff communications. City Attorney. City Engineer is not here, so we'll move straight to City Administrator.
I have none.
Okay. Alderman? Alderman, do you guys have anything to share? Unheard. That brings it to me. So we had a bit of a, we mentioned it earlier. I'll mention it one more time. We had a bit of a clerical error today. So apologize for starting a little bit late for those who showed up. As mayor, I think most of the board and the staff know, but to the residents who are here, I will give you a bit of an explanation for my squirming up here tonight. I have had 6 surgeries related to injury that I incurred overseas, and I deal with some pain management issues with that. So don't think that I am not paying attention or I'm bored up here. I'm just having a little bit of pain. So thank you guys for bearing with me on that, and hopefully no judgment. And I want to thank everybody for coming out as well this evening, and for those of you who shared your thoughts. We appreciate everybody's participation in our city's government, and having you in the audience and those here to help us and listen to us and have discussions with helps us make the right decisions. And as I say every meeting, thank you with whole heart, and as well St. Charles County Police Officer out there for coming here tonight and keeping us safe. So that being said, can I get a motion to adjourn? Entertain a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second.
Moved by Alderman Gettemeyer, second by Alderman Wilson. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Call this meeting adjourned.